Hello from Myrtle Beach. We are at the boardwalk, as you can see, but we are not going to walk the direction I'm facing now, which is what you're used to on our channel. We are going to turn around and take you down the other side of the boardwalk because the boardwalk's about 1.2 miles, so there is a lot to see, and we get a lot of questions about what kind of oceanfront hotels there are along the boardwalk. So let's head down this way and see, and we've got some construction going on, which we'll talk about as well. Hi, I'm Carmen, and if you're new here, we cover everything in Myrtle Beach and the surrounding areas, and if you're a return viewer, welcome back. So glad to have you. So it is a beautiful day today. This is one of those gorgeous days that makes me happy we are here. Calm seas, lots and lots of sunshine. It's beautiful. So there are actually a lot of things to see along this end of the boardwalk, and the boardwalk also extends past the skywell in the other direction. So like I said, you got about 1.2 miles of the boardwalk, so there are a lot of things to see and do on the boardwalk besides the stuff that we normally show you in that main strip along the boardwalk. So you see that big crane, they've got some construction going there, and we'll show you a more up-close view of that. They are either building new condos or a hotel. It's hard to tell at this point, and there's no signage, but we will definitely keep you posted as to what that is. So first up here on the right, so we're facing the ocean, so this is some great property right here, is the 8th Avenue Tiki Bar and Grill. As you might imagine, we're right at 8th Avenue, and so that will help you if you're looking to come here and have a drink or something to eat. But they've got some really nice outdoor seating right here oceanfront. I mean, this is a gorgeous view for sure. Right next to it is La Cantina Tex-Mex Restaurant and Bar, and then we've got Sugar Twist, which is candy and ice cream, Sweet Frog, which is froyo, and then we've got Art Burger Sushi Bar. And so lots of eating options down here that you might not think about when you're thinking about the main part of the boardwalk area. And I mean, this is a lovely walk, lots of palm trees, beautiful views of the ocean. It's definitely a part of the boardwalk you want to check out if you haven't already. And despite the fact that it is cement, they still call it the boardwalk. This is still considered part of the boardwalk. So here's the construction we mentioned. We cannot tell if this is going to be condos or if this is going to be a hotel yet, but definitely one or the other. Like I said, we will definitely keep you updated as we find out more about it. Those would definitely be some nice condos to have, or if it's a hotel, definitely good views. I think it's more likely it's going to be condos just based on the shape of the units that they have so far. So when is your next trip to Myrtle Beach? Let us know. And do you like to stay on the boardwalk? Let us know that in the comments below. Always curious to find out. So as you can see by the sign right up there at the street level, this next hotel is the Diplomat. So again, you've got oceanfront views. And I know some of you may want our reviews. This is a beautiful view right here on these different hotels that we are showing. But we have not stayed at these hotels personally, so it's hard for us to give you a review. I always recommend that you check on TripAdvisor. It's not perfect, but at least it's real people leaving real reviews. So you're gonna get a pretty good idea, you know, if this is a place that you wanna stay or not. So you can see the sign way up there. We're not quite to it yet. I'll show you a better view when we get there. But that is gonna be the Homewood Suites by the Hilton. Before we get to it though, we do have a restaurant. We're gonna see Sharky's, and it's another oceanfront restaurant with these amazing views. I smell some food too. It smells good. I don't know if it's coming from Sharky's or somewhere else, but it definitely smells tasty. So here's Sharky's right here, this building with the blue on it. They do have sort of the indoor-outdoor seating, so you can enjoy this view, and when the weather's great, enjoy some fresh air. It's kind of nice also though, when the weather is cool, they've got the plastic covering so they can still use that seating and you can still see the beautiful ocean. And then as I mentioned, there is that Homewood Suites. Big building, really tall. It's fairly new. Not brand new, but it's on the newer end of the spectrum. And they are doing a little work up here, so we may have to take a little detour. We'll see. No, looks like they took, when we walked back the other way, they had this blocked off, but it looks like they have opened it back up, which is great. So there it is, and again, another view of the Homewood Inn and Suites. Looks like they've got a nice indoor pool. I know it's hard to see on the video, but you can see all the chairs, and it has like a greenhouse look to it, so that looks like a nice place to stay for sure. Definitely got a lot of amenities. So beautiful, gorgeous view. They do have some construction going here at the first level, but I'm pretty sure it's still open. I think they're just doing some construction at the bottom. This is the Bayview Resort at Myrtle Beach. And this Bayview, by the way, does have a Starbucks. I'll turn around and show it to you when we pass it. Yeah, there's someone on their balcony, so they're definitely still open. They're just doing some renovations on the lower level, which is not unusual to see this time of the year. Ah, so beautiful. That's one nice thing about the boardwalk. You've got these great views, you've got the palm trees, and also when it's hot, you've got a pretty nice breeze because you're still right by the ocean. So if you want to take a nice walk without getting in the sand, it's definitely a good option. And it's definitely convenient to stay in one of these hotels right on the boardwalk. So I'm gonna turn around here so that you can see the Starbucks. The Starbucks is right there on that corner. You might be able to see the sign. And by the way, there is a lot of public parking along the boardwalk. This whole boardwalk area, we parked at the public parking at the 2nd Avenue Pier, but there's other public parking lots. And in the summer, there is a fee, or during tourist season, it's really March 1st through the end of October. You do have to pay for parking, so definitely check the signs carefully. But this time of the year, you do not have to pay for parking in the off season. I should say depending on when this video comes out, but assuming it comes out fairly soon, you don't have to pay for the parking in the off season, which is nice. So both of these next two large buildings are the Holiday Sands North. I know some of you have told us you have stayed there and you did enjoy it. You said it was a good value for the money, and to be, this close to everything. So I'll just pass that along. That's not our personal recommendation, but at least we have heard from some of the viewers that they liked staying at the Holiday Sands North. Can't beat the view for sure. I mean, this is an amazing view. Especially when you get those higher levels, that's what I really enjoy. We have stayed oceanfront at the Marriott Renaissance, not Renaissance, the Marriott Residence Inn, sorry. It's oceanfront, and we really enjoyed that. I mean, it's a beautiful view. It is not cheap though, and it's also not on the boardwalk. It's a little further south, but definitely one we would recommend. We stayed there twice, I believe. 2 or 3 times now. We stayed oceanfront, and we've also stayed Ocean View, which gives you kind of a cool view of Ocean Boulevard, and you can still see the ocean, so that's kind of neat, and it's a little cheaper than oceanfront. A lot of pigeons on the beach today. That's the second building of the Holiday Sands North. Looks like they also have an indoor pool based on looking at the bottom there. Definitely check their websites just to be sure. Also, it looks like there's an Ocean View Cafe. It's on that second level there of that building. So there's another eating establishment that's along the boardwalk. Probably has some nice views. And then next up here is the Sea Gypsy Inn. So pretty. Let us know also if you've stayed in these specific hotels that we're showing. That would be great because then other viewers can read your comments and let us know what you think about them. Up ahead is the 2nd Avenue Pier. We will be to that in a moment and get a closer view. And also there's a good restaurant down there. And then this next hotel is the Admiral Motor Inn. That's that white building right there. This one right here, this blue one, is closed. That is not open. But the Admiral Motor Inn is that white brick building right there. If you saw our Christmas video in December of the Christmas lights on the boardwalk, we are walking literally that same exact path. This is where they had all the Christmas lights. So if you're coming next year during the holiday season, definitely keep an eye out for that. We can't guarantee it'll be in the same location. Hopefully it will. We really enjoyed that. That was fun. This smaller building right here is the Windsurfer. Or actually, is that the larger building? Sometimes it's hard to tell by the map. I think it might be the larger building is the Windsurfer. You can let us know in the comments for sure. Or maybe they own both buildings, but in any case, I think that's the Windsurfer right there, that taller building. And then as I mentioned, there is a restaurant up ahead. That is the 2nd Avenue Pier, and they also have the Wicked Tuna restaurant there. There's another Wicked Tuna down in Myrtle's Inlet on the Marsh Walk, but we've got one here as well. It used to be a different restaurant there. We ate there when it was a different restaurant and then it got bought out. We enjoyed it when it was a different restaurant. We have not eaten there as Wicked Tuna, so I can't specifically speak to that. And then right over there is the public parking that I mentioned, a public parking lot. So that's a great location to park if you're wanting to walk the boardwalk. And it's not as crowded as it is down at the main central boardwalk area. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.